I always tell people, I always talk about cover, blurb, right? And to me, like 6% cover, 40% blurb, and I'm there. I don't look at reviews personally. I don't look at author website. I'm just like cover, blurb, sounds cool, bought.
Yeah, I've never bought in a book and read the review prior to buying it.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah,
I know a lot of people do.
yeah,
For
yeah,
me, probably the biggest thing that's going to catch my eye is the cover.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
If you have enough, and I mean, I'm not particular about style or whatever, but if as a writer, if you have enough pride in your work to put some effort into your cover, that'll be the first thing that catches my eye. And then, like most other people, the blurb.
yeah, yeah,
So I worked on that blurb for a long time. It was a long time before I was satisfied with it. And I still try to do that, but it's as the book gets on and as the book series goes on, it gets harder to write a good blurb because you're
yeah, yeah,
limited by spoilers.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you're really limited, right?
yeah.
So
You don't
at
want to be
least at
Glenn
least the
Cook.
first one. At
Yeah,
least the first one, sure.
yeah. So you won't be Glenn Cook. I have 42 pages left, and I was flying through. I'm not going to say which Black Company book it was. I was flying through, and I thought I'll just look and see what the next blurb is. And spoilers, never do
Oh,
that with a Glenn Cook book.
I
It's like the
always I always try I always try not to have big
blurb.
spoilers, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to when you have progression series.
yeah,
It's kind of
yeah,
hard. It's hard not to, but I try to limit as much as I can and just keep it focused on the story. And I try not to give. I noticed. I don't know. If, I shouldn't say it's new indie authors, but some indie authors have a tendency to put spoilers of the current book in the blurb.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I've
yeah.
had a couple like that, and then you read through the book, and I'm like, well, you know, all I really needed to do was read the blurb, and I pretty much got everything or most of it
Yeah,
anyway. So I
yeah,
try to
yeah.
keep that in mind too.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting style that some people have chosen recently. I'm not quite sure why, but yeah, it's interesting.
Uh, I
So
don't
it's
I don't I don't get a lot of chance to read anymore. So when I do, I try to pick something that I think I'm going to enjoy, and I don't get a
yeah,
chance to read because if I have a chance to read, then I'm usually writing.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I get that. I've been in like a writing slump lately because I've just been so tired. So I've been getting a lot of reading done, but now I'm getting back to writing, and I'm like my reading's gone down. That's why I like the audio because I can listen to half a book and then I'll read the other half. Like when I'm doing stuff or whatever. Which otherwise I won't get anything read. It's just like
Oh,
my life right
I know
now.
all about slumps. It's been 2 years since I released a book, so
Yeah.
that's been my longest release in between by far.
Well, if it makes you
But
feel any better, if you're traditionally published, that's like probably really quick. So, because I know some
true,
they're like 4 or 5 years right now, between like releases at least, maybe like
yeah,
2.5, 3 years, between books, particularly in epic fantasy. I've talked to quite a few of them, like recently in particular.
yeah.
But
I
yeah.
noticed that Calcade's release schedule when she signed
Mm.
traditional for that series for her new series really slowed down, which kind of sucks because I like her indie series, but
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
happens, and I can't blame her. All the power to her. Um, I didn't I didn't go traditional. I had the chance to go when the first three books actually were doing so well, but I couldn't see. I was making really good money. Books were selling really well. I couldn't see an upside. I just couldn't see an upside. They're not interested in your current series,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
means the people that are supplying your bread and butter, you're gonna have to put them on hold. And I couldn't see that. I couldn't see a benefit to it. I
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't.
yeah. No, I
So
totally
I
get that.
decided to stay indie.
Yeah.
And I know there's a couple others out there too. I know Michael Manning was offered, probably been offered a couple of times because his newer series is done phenomenal.
Mm.
So I would imagine he's had a couple of options to go traditional too, but it's so hard nowadays to decide to go that way. I have a lot of respect for those who do. Brian Anderson, I think he went that way too, or was thinking of going that way a while ago. I haven't been keeping up. I've been out of touch for a couple of years. I just needed a break for a while, and
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I am still physically not in the best condition from my work accident years ago. So sometimes my writing's a little slower, and I don't know. It just the way things go, I guess.
Yeah,
I definitely don't want to go 2 years between releases ever again.
yeah.
It gets really hard on the pocketbook. But
Yeah.
so hopefully, I'm hoping to have another one ready by the new year.